Hello, and welcome to episode 648 of Prog Review. And today I am talking about Ashes of Burning by Renaissance. This is their fourth studio album, and it was originally released October 1973. Now, what's happened recently, actually after my birthday, Friday after my birthday, this was reissued by, I don't know, Esoteric, Cherry Red, whatever you want to call them. In a slightly expanded edition. Yeah, you get one of those, and there's a booklet as well with very small print that I have to hold. I have to hold it away from my face to read it, but it's good because there's lots of words in it. That's a good thing. There's an essay that tells you about the making of the album by the band, which is nice. I approve, but I wish now I'm moaning because the print's too small. I have to hold it like that. I'll have to get me magnifying glass. Where's my magnifying glass? I have to get my magnifying glass and like that. Poor Darren, he's so old. So yeah, we're doing Renaissance again. I talked about the one that came after this, Turn of the Cards. It's out there. It's out there somewhere. Do a search. Maybe I'll link to it. I don't know. Maybe I'll link it in the end panel. You know, the little end thing that they've made us do now. I'll link to it there and you can find it. So yeah, this is their fourth album. This is the second one with this configuration of people with Annie Aslam singing, because it went through a few changes before we got to the Renaissance that everybody knows. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, what can we say about them? I mean, yeah, progressive rock. It's such a broad church, isn't it? It's such a broad church. I see these guys being more of the this symphonic end, lots of strings, and they love referencing classical music, Russian music in particular, and it's evident on this one. I mean, more so on Turn of the Cards, because there's lots of kind of flourishes and nods to Russian composers, and it's the same here as well. But it kind of veers from folk to this orchestral symphonic stuff. And yeah, I mean, is it lazy to draw comparisons with Curved Air? I don't know. Again, Curved Air are a very similar band, but whereas Curved Air was a bit rough and ready and a bit crazy, this is a bit more staid and a bit more controlled, and also the productions are damn sight better. These are very easy albums to listen to. Yeah, very, very, very easy albums to listen to, which means that I mean, they're not gonna set your world alight, but they're pleasant. They're pleasant enough. And yeah, the sleeve was designed by Hypnosis. Yeah. And there are two versions of this. The US cover, they're all wearing different things, which is, I don't know if that's interesting. I was looking at the album on eBay and noticing all these different varieties of cover, and then I realised it was US edition and the UK edition, wearing different outfits. So yeah, opens with "Can You Understand?" Again, looking at the Wikipedia page, because Wikipedia makes me sound like I'm an authority. But you can hear the Russian influence, because they quote from Dr. Zhivago, Maurice Jarre, Jean-Michel Jarre's dad. Yeah, estranged dad. They didn't see each other much, but so maybe the music's in the DNA after all. But I'm getting off topic. They quote. I'm quoting for Wikipedia. Tonya and Yuri's arriving Varikino from Dr. Zhivago. Again, they thought it was. Like a Russian standard, like a folk tune, but it wasn't. It was actually written by Maurice Jarre. And so if you pick up some of their albums, you'll actually see a credit to Maurice Jarre on, which I thought was kind of curious. But again, here in Turn of the Cards, there's a track on there called Mother Russia, and they really do seem to be obsessed by Russian music, which is, it's one way of getting in there. I think, was it ELP did it, or Greg Lake did it with "I Believe in Father Christmas," didn't he? He went to Russia with his classical influences on that one. So yeah, it's not unfamiliar. in prog circles. Opens with Can You Understand? 9 minutes 51. Yeah, it's all right. It's a rollicking start. Let It Grow is a bit more of the folky kind of thing, On Frontier. Oh yeah, and their lyrics are written by a lady called Betty Thatcher, who lives, I think, in Cornwall or Devon, something like that. She lived far away, and the Michael Dunford, who I think died not that long ago, he's their guitarist, used to send music tapes to her, and she used to write lyrics and send them back, which I thought was a very interesting arrangement. I thought that's, and again, it's all about that in here in the essay. I thought, wow, that's really that's an interesting way of doing things. I don't think there are many progressive rock bands or many bands that do that. You know, I mean, there are songwriters who write for bands, but you know what I mean, that kind of way of putting things together. I thought it was interesting. Carpet of the Sun is, again, it's another very pleasant, acousticy, folky kind of number at the Harbour as well. And Ashes of Burning is the eponymous title track. I've just done a tautology there. And it rounds the album off nicely. It's a very pleasant album. I don't think it's as memorable as Turn of the Cards or I've got to say it right because I'll mangle it. Their one they did in '75, Scheherazade and Other Stories. I think that's probably more. I haven't done that one yet because I don't think it hasn't been reissued yet, but I do have it digitally. But if esoteric, if you're out there, if you're watching, probably no one's watching. Why did you bother? Why? It's something to do. The sun's shining. I'm getting over me cold, or whatever that flu thing was that I had. Yeah, if esoteric reissue that one, I'll cover that one as well. I know they've got a song for all seasons coming out. That had the hit on Northern Lights. That had the hit on. Maybe I'll cover that. But thing is, I don't think anyone's going to watch this. Oh, why am I bothering? I don't know. You say you want to know about progressive rock, but you don't watch the videos. I'm confused. It's confusing. I'm always moaning. I moan a lot. Moan review. You get it. So anyway, in this edition, they do expand on it, and there are 3 tracks from BBC One's In Concert. Can You Understand, Let It Go and Ashes Are Burning, which are really the standout tracks from the album. And yeah, I mean, it's a really good recording, really good. I mean, I'm not the greatest fan of live recordings, but sound good. And you know, it's a shame that there wasn't a second CD with those tracks on there and a bit more. I'm greedy. I want more. If it's a expanded reissue, I want more than 3 tracks to make it expanded. Because Esoteric usually, you know, do, like with Curved Air, do a DVD or a second CD jam packed with stuff. But yeah, it's a little bit on the anemic side. But I hadn't heard this one before. I'd heard, like I say, Turn of the Cards and Don't Want to Mangle It Again, Scheherazade and Other Stories. I'd heard those 2. So it was nice to get this because I was thinking of picking up the vinyl, and then I saw this one had been come out, and I thought, yeah, we'll get that one and see what it's like. Thoroughly pleasant, thoroughly enjoyable. Yeah, no, not like I say, not going to set the world alight, but they sit in a very unique, at the unique end of the prog rock spectrum. Like I say, of this orchestral / symphonic sound. Again, for me, it's a lot. It is. There's a lot. It's a lot of keyboard led stuff. You know, a lot of piano and keyboard led. Very little electric guitar. So there are no blistering guitar solos here. So you know, but it's worth it for Annie Haslam's voice, for she has a fine voice, and yeah, she really, you know, underpins the album. I think again, really good just to hear her sing. And yeah, so yeah, it's not a great album, but it's not a bad album either. It's one of those ones that, for me, goes straight down the middle, and that's why I'm going to give it 3 Let It Grows out of 5. That's 3 Let It Grows out of 5, because it's okay. It's not a bad record, you know. I think you should investigate it. I think you should check it out, because I think Renaissance needs some love. I think they're one of the neglected bands. You know, and you never know, they might become one of your favourites. So, you know, seek them out. I'm sure someone's uploaded it all onto YouTube, you cheapskate bastards. You know, but I bought this one. So there you go. So that's it. I've been talking about Renaissance, 4th album, Ashes Are Burning. Ashes are burning, burning. Different band, different album. There you go. And yeah, it's music from a different time, a sweeter, more innocent time, and I think well worth a nosy. And that's it. Thank you for watching. My name's been Darren Locke. There's only one more thing left to say, and you know what that is. Prog on.